Kilo Bravo 9, Mike India.
Kilo Bravo 9, Mike India. And are you transmitting from Nine Land, Roger?
No, I'm not a member. Just trying my radio and haven't turned it on in a month.
Okay, what region are you in, sir?
Pardon? I didn't understand.
Oh, I am looking for your region. Where are you located, sir?
Oh, region. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm located right outside of Milwaukee in Waukesha County. The name is Mike India Kilo Echo.
Alrighty, do you happen to know what region that is? Is that 9 or 8 or what?
Well, that's a 9 region. Kilo Bravo 9, Mike India.
Alrighty, I have this this RF regional detection map actually, and it has got some LEDs that outline the regions, various regions, and so I find out what the region, and I put it on, and it kind of blinks, and it looks well. You know, it's trying to reinforce where that region, where you actually are. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I usually don't go by regions at all. I just see down at my base, and I have a FT-1000 with helicopter's HT-41 amplifier.
Roger. I'm trying to bring up my Milford SDR. Might have a better copy on you there. All right, give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system, Roger.
Antenna system, Roger.
Okay, my antenna multi-band, and I am using the tuner on FT-1000, and that's about it. I'm just using the FT-1000. It's actually the type of radio my Elmer had back in the 90s, so I picked one up used. But I'm presently restoring all my other helicopters equipment.
Roger, what's the name there?
The name is Mike India Kilo Echo.
Roger, Mike. Okay, if you'd be interested in our setup procedure, it begins with you engaging your compressor at a 3. Is that a Roger?
Sure. Any opinion at all on my setup procedure, I'd be more than happy.
Alrighty, so we engage our compressor on and at a 3. Roger.
I don't believe I have a compressor of a processor. That's just about the same thing.
It's identical. It is. Just a manufacturer's choice of words. Same thing.
Well, was that any difference?
All right, so your compressor processor is on and at a 3. Roger?
Yeah, it's at 3 right now.
Yeah, we're only looking for about a third of the capabilities of the compressor processor. Okay, so we've got that engaged. Let's go to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, it was at 2/3.
Okay, just look at it just a little bit more than that, and that, you know, do 100, 200, 300. We need a fairly quick cadence to get that meter up so you can read what it's doing. So, you know, mid-scale to 2/3 by way of mic gain manipulation on the ALC meter.
Okay, is this any better?
Are you at mid-scale to 2/3, sir?
Excuse me?
Bring forth your ALC meter. That radio does have an ALC meter, Roger?
I got my ALC meter on right now.
Yes, sir. And now, as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, let's see, right about there. Is that better?
That looks perfect. Now, I want you to tell me in about 10 seconds or so, tell me the best thing you like about your radio.
The best thing I like about my radio is this is the radio I used with my Elmer when I first got in the hobby. Actually, even before I got in the hobby, he was a control operator, so it kind of reminds me of that. not realizing how expensive those radios were back then, so I got rather spoiled right off the bat with the hobby. So, but yeah, I love the radio, the sound, the quality, the 200 watts, even though I have an amplifier, but yeah, it's wonderful radio.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to your equalization page. Yeah, bring up your equalization page for that radio, Roger.
Equalization page? I'm not sure if it's on here.
Okay, I don't know. Let me give you notes, just in case you find that it does have an EQ page later. You need 2 clicks bass boost, 2 clicks top end boost, plus 2 treble EQ, plus 2 bass EQ from where you are, Roger.
This radio doesn't have any pages or anything like that. This radio was made in the early 90s.
Alrighty, so do you have an ALC meter on your function switch?
Yes, I'm on the ALC right now.
I'm sorry. So you do not have EQ capabilities for that radio, is that a Roger?
Roger. No EQ on this radio.
All right, so it's going to be a matter of how you work the microphone. So I would try coming in closer just a little bit on that mic, and let's see where it goes.
Okay, I went from narrow to wide. Maybe that helped a little. It's a high-low microphone, so I'm 2 inches away.
Yeah, and you went to the wide position?
Affirmative.
Yeah, I would run it in that position. It's nothing gargantuan from where you were, but it is just a little bit wider than where you were, and that's what you need, Roger, or you need it. Sounding better now, Roger?
Roger, yes, a little wider. I've been in narrow lately because the band conditions have been so bad.
Roger. Now, have you ever really heard what happens when you just do a EQ switch on that microphone?
Not really. I've never heard what really happens when you go from one to the other. I know I've had people say it was a big significance when I was in my mobile rig.
Yeah, normally not, because you're not running that much compression to actually change the problem when you switch. Usually that's a low roll switch on the microphone, and it rolls off the bottom end. So you just thin up. When you hit that roll switch and go to quote DX, you just thin up without pushing additional mic level. So if you just hit that switch, your level drops almost in half. So unless you're prepared to seek additional mic gain when you thin up, I would just leave it flat, because you see everybody else that's contesting is thin up, and you'll be the only one that guy can hear that has content in the lower end of the audio spectrum, Roger.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. A lot of times when I can't hear someone well, my best adjustment on this radio is the width adjustment, not the actual bandwidth, but the audio width I'm receiving.
Roger. But normally, I would suggest that you run that radio 100 to 2900, if that's the highest setting that you have for that radio, 100 to 2900, Roger.
Okay, Roger.
Because what happens is when you start rolling off your bandpass, going to lesser modes than 100 to 2900, you are lowering your bottom end response, but you're also lowering your top end response. And for good communications, you need all of the articulation that you can get. And so that's why I suggest running that radio 100 to 2900, Roger.
Okay, Roger.
Well, all right, Mike, let me say 73 to you, sir, and Happy New Year.
Okay, I'll say 73s. I didn't get your call sign. I'm sure you got mine.
Yes, sir. Call here is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Name is Jim, Juliet Indian Mike. And the net is the Qso-Vlog net. And we are recording now, have been since 3:30. We record live till 5 and then post it up on YouTube. And so if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you directly to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 of 1950. 50 some odd Qso-Vlog recordings. Roger?
and 3 BDI.
Stand by.
Okay, Roger. It's always good to hear my station. So I'll say 73s then and let you get the other caller. Kilo Bravo 9, Mike India.
Roger, Mike 73, sir. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. This is the 2021 New Year's Eve Qso-Vlog network broadcast. Hey, if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.